Hi, David. Okay. Since David will not let me shut down ticket sales, although
Not yet. They're going to shut down before
I was
Monday, though,
ready.
for sure.
Just ready. You can get a ticket at eventbrite.com or you can get it in, just search David Yontef, Sarah Fraser, virtual live podcast. Comes right up. It's selling fast. You'll see it going fast sign. And you can also get a link to the bio on our Instagrams at Behind the Velvet Rope at the Sarah Fraser Show. It's right there. You can't miss it. I do have a couple people DM me and they're like, hey, I can't find it. We'll send it to you direct if you want it. Just $30. We keep the ticket prices low. We haven't raised them in 2 years because we want it to be affordable and fun. You get to stay in the comfort of your home. You don't have to spend a bazillion dollars to go to BravoCon. And we're going to spill all the tea. Louie Ruelas' ex-girlfriend, fiance, is going to be there. She's just
Vanessa Reiser.
unbelievable. So we're so ready for you. We will see you on Monday, November 17th. And just remember, it's 7 o'clock New York City time. So Google, what time is it in New York City right now compared to where you live? There are no refunds for missing the time. And we're not sure when our next live show is. So this is your chance. There you go.
There you go. And Vanessa will be there, Louis' ex-fiance. So there you go, special guest. And will it cause Louie Ruelas to lose his mind after we have Vanessa on? Possibly, but the man has lost his mind enough because, look, I've gotten so many DMs like, when can you please talk about this video that's going around and around? And you know the one, Louis had a video resurfaced last week. He has glasses on, sunglasses, a hoodie. Is
My
it real? Is it AI? There's a lot of people that schools of thought. For everyone that hasn't seen this, there's a video of a man with glasses on with a hood, and he is talking about some ex-girlfriend. We're not saying it's Vanessa because he's not mentioning names. He has a lot of exes. I don't know if he says ex-fiance. He's had more than one ex-fiance or just ex-girlfriend. He's talking about he's using the C word. The see you next Tuesday word has been used in this video many times. He's talking about a knife and all sorts of dangerous things. I think he actually says the words, I'm going to kill you. There's a lot. This is a crazy video. Now, there's a
Is
lot of,
this real? Is this real? Or is this AI generated? What is going on?
look, I have,
Be real.
there are so many schools of thought on this. Someone has come forward, a very reliable source, and explained to me why it's real. But look, I paid this video no respects for many reasons. One, who cares about Jersey? Two, no one is interested in Teresa, Louie, Melissa. It's like an old fucking, story at this point. So I didn't really pay it much attention. Now, one school of thought in all of this that has come to my attention is that it's ahead of BravoCon. Louie and Teresa want sympathy at BravoCon, and they have leaked it themselves. And they are all of this makes sense to me. This is one school of thought. They are blaming the old bloggers. We're taking this back to Melissa's old nose and all of them, which I mean, I love all these people, by the way. And they're blaming it on them and trying to get sympathy. And there is that. So that's out there. And then there is this people that are saying, and by the way, there's no shade to anyone or anything about anything. But there are people out there saying, look at the video, first of all. This is Louis's actual basement from back in the day, that this video is real and it's older. And look at it from back in the day. This is like his basement from in the past.
Okay.
And the video is from even before there was AI. So how could this be AI? And I have sources that tell me there's a second video that's even worse. And there's no
But wait,
glasses.
how would Louis, why would Louis and Teresa release this video and think they're going to get empathy? Is it they just want people talking about them ahead of BravoCon
That's one whole school of
or
thought.
it's just
Granted,
empathy towards Trey that like, why are you with him? Because the comments are all like, he'll be the downfall of her. Um, you know, I mean, they're mostly in defense of her. And
not in defense of him.
right, people are like, he's Looney Lou.
He's Looney Lou. He has really officially lost his mind. Look, I feel that, and he's in other YouTubers calling other YouTubers. They're admitting Louis called me and said this is it. I don't care if Louis sucked your dick last night. I don't care if he sucked your dick in the back alley and you had, some of that stuff going down between two guys. I don't give a shit. He lies. She lies. They lie. Where have you been for the past fucking 20 years since RHOC came on our screens? I really thought it was AI, but I got a call earlier today, and it's from such a reliable source, and they were explaining why they think it's real. And I'm like, look, I don't think it really matters whether it's real or not. I don't think people really care. It didn't like blow up. This wasn't like a viral thing, but I don't think this looks good for Teresa and the future of New Jersey. Like, whether this is real or not, this is why the show is on pause. They want nothing to do with your loony husband. Looney Lou has really lost his mind.
No, not
I
David.
know. I know. You like him. You like the guy. You like him. You like him just because he was
I don't mind. I
you
think he's
like
good for you,
him.
Dave.
You like him just because he was nice to you in the hall of BravoCon and thought that you worked for NBC and you were a high up executive, higher than Andy, and asked you to help him find his fucking deranged wife in some corner
He
three
did.
years ago.
He did. It's true. That's all it takes with me. And look, I think I want them back on because what did blow up is their tax stuff. I want to know, they've never really spoken too much. She has a little bit, and obviously it's true that they're $2 million plus that they owe the IRS. I mean, I want more tea on that. And I love his contradiction. He's very woo-sob, came in and was trying to teach Trey and all the girls about meditation and Zen, and then he goes off on people. I love people like that. That like they're it's like crazy Aaron Pfeiffer's, right? What did he own in Malibu? Some healing center, and then come to find out he's just a psychotic nut. I love the contradiction of these people. Did you ever watch the Bikram yoga documentary? So great. A man who, did yoga about peace and everything. And then he was completely like a serial sexual assaulter. And he believed that one drop of his sperm would go for $10,000, that women are begging for his sperm. And he said, one drop in the documentary is worth $10,000. And he's so good. It's so good. It's like, oh my God. I freaking love people like that. Like, you're so crazy. And that's the complete opposite of what Zen and Buddhism and meditation is about. But they don't give a crap. They're so in their own minds.
Well, if anyone watches this video, he's talking about knives and killing people and see you next this and see you next that. I look,
He's
I understand.
unhinged, but I'm like, is it him? Is it really him? I think it's hard to tell in the video. I think
I agree. I saw the video and I'm like, this isn't even on my radar. Apparently, the second video that's out there, which my reliable source tells me he doesn't have sunglasses on or a hood. That's apparently,
okay.
but I agree with you. I understand the school of thought of like, look at the basement. That's his old basement. Look at when this was made, it was pre Teresa. It was pre, just like last show when you said Candy made this statement about a threesome in the past. Apparently, that's really his basement and before Teresa, and it was before AI existed. Then other people are like, he's trying to garner sympathy and blame the bloggers and say everything. So I look, I don't even think it matters. I just think it's not good for Teresa Giudice on the show, regardless. This is your soulmate, your friend, your podcast, your soulmate, whatever the fuck it is. We'll talk about that crazy woman in a second.
She seems
Um,
to be making a comeback a little bit. Is anyone
well,
getting nervous?
no, I just don't look. She's made up. These people are insane. Her and Tamra have made up. They've made up. Now, look, they did an ad together, right? So apparently Melissa and Looney Lou, we'll see, they had their meeting. Apparently, is this Tamra and Vicky saying, huh, Look at all the press Melissa and Teresa got. And, is this going to save their show? And is this going to bring back Jersey? Maybe we should make up. I mean, if you're Vicky, I mean, we all know you're desperate to get back on the show. Vicky, by the way, is still saying these things. She's not able to process it. She can't get it. But here's the problem with Vicky. She'll say things like, I don't like Tamra on the show. I don't like the direction the show's going. This is dark and mean. And I want women empowerment. And I really want to be back on it. Well, that is not the show in 2025, Vicky. So she's talking out of both sides of her ass. So we know why Vicky would make up with Tamra. And Tamra's probably like, I mean, they're trying to frame me at the end, and there's the secret voice, and I don't got no allies. It seems like the Ratatouilles, Emily and Gina, the Ratatouilles are getting very hungry. Emily's been eating a lot of Gouda, and Gina, she's been eating fucking Munster. These Ratatouilles are being fed better than me, and I got nobody here. Now Heather's afraid to go against me, so I guess there's that. But I got nobody else, so I might as well take fucking Vicky back.
Oh, you want my conspiracy hat theory?
Tell me, please.
I think it's less about Trey and Melissa. I think it's more about this OG New York announcement that Luann has been saying is coming. And Sonia is in the comments. Every time Luann is anywhere, Sonia was on my page in the comments, like, okay, Lou, we got this or something. I think Dorinda and Sonia and Lou, and I don't know, maybe Rad as well is on RHONJ, maybe Rad as well is part of some sort of OG show. I think those women are privy to what is going to go down here in 72 hours at BravoCon. And I think that is why you are seeing everywhere you possibly can look Vicky and Tamra. And I think we are laying the groundwork for maybe a Bador reunion. And if this, whatever this OG show is, if it works, kind of like Girls Trip was working, I think Tamra and Vicky are setting up their next act. Well, or
Even though
trying.
Tamara has a current job where she makes over $1 million and Shannon has a job and their jobs are not in jeopardy, Shannon. And well, I mean,
How much does Luann make from her Countess Cabarets? 2 million a year, 3 million a year?
that
She's
much,
still at
huh?
it? Oh, I don't know, 2 million?
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What are people making at live shows? I mean, we know what a lot of podcasters make, which ain't much, unless you're Giggly Squad or
That one.
who else is big? Theo Vaughn, but
That one
really
too.
doing a lot. He's doing stand-up comedy tours. So no, I think Lou's got a real cash cow, but she still wants the power of television, baby. It is the best and freest marketing if you can get on it.
Lou lives right down the street here. Very nice house. Very
My
nice
God, she
house.
loves you.
We'll go. I love Luann. Well, they did do an ad together, Vicky and Tamara, but I really do think that hell has frozen over. Like, I don't know. I mean, these two hated each other. I mean, Tamara, I mean, this got so ugly. And I guess people get over things. I mean, according to Tamara, we've had a lot of ups and downs in over 20 years. I always say we're like sisters. It's that love-hate relationship. Lately, it's been hate. I'm talking sisterly love. Like you have like little like and we'll always be together. They say the show together at times, there's always ups and downs, especially the type of show that we're on. You basically said you hated each other. Tamara also said, it's really all because of Teddy. That the way that Vicky supported Teddy through cancer, she didn't support her, but she understood like it doesn't matter that we had to squash the beef at BravoCon and we hate each other. Like this is real. You're going through like a real thing here. She sent her a gift, and it was the way that Vicky treated Teddy that made Tamra say, she's a good person. She has a good heart. She has a good heart when it comes to illnesses and all this is. I could see this. I could see Vicky being a real person and being like, cancer is bigger than the stupid damn show. And yeah, I'm sure when it comes to illness, Vicky is actually good at that. I agree with that. But that's what did it for Tamra, and she took notice, Tamra, and my Tamra did a post. My friend, my soulmate, my sister, her and that, and Vicky came out and said, I don't know what Shannon's going to think about this, but you know what? Shannon's on a damn TV show with her, making $1 million herself. And I haven't said anything about that. Go and be friends with Shannon on the Tamra on the show. I want everyone to be friends. And Vicky Gunvalson, I believe in peace. And, even though I text David and I threaten him and say, don't ever speak bad about me again. But I'm a little, and even though I'm being sued, someone's suing her for whatever in the insurance business. So there's a little bit of a disconnect and screaming on top of her lungs. I've never been with multiple partners. So there's a little disconnect in Vicky, but they met up and they didn't add, and here they are. They have reconciled. This is now she gets to talk about it in her podcast, and you can see the aftermath. I mean, look, believe it or not, I'm going to say something that's going to shock you. I worry about Vicky. Like, this is just to me. I love Jill Zarin. She lives down the street on the other half of Sag Harbor. I love my Jill Zarin. When she made up with Bethany, I said, oh, Jill, 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 Jill. Take it for what it's worth, Jill. Go and live your wonderful life with Allie and Gary. Like, if you're going to be texting Bethany, wanting to see her every week now, like that's not this. I worry for Vicky because she did the after thing then on her own podcast. Oh, Vicky is so happy. She is just so her love tank is so full inside from this reconciliation. She's so happy that she reconciled with Tamra, and I'm not taking that away. Reconcile. Listen, I am not a hater. I want Teresa, Melissa. I agree with what Gia says. If you are wishing against a reconciliation, you are wishing for a family to fail. And I can't get behind that. I agree with you, Gia. I hope that Melissa and Joe and Louie and Teresa are amazing. I hope they spend every holiday together. I hope they are so reconciled they go on vacations together. They're the gruesome foursome, and Louie loves Joe, and Joe loves Melissa, and Melissa loves Joe. I hope all that happens. I don't want to watch that with my own eyes. I'd rather put glass in my eyes, and so I can't see. I don't want to watch that. I wish Tamra and Vicky, this is amazing. If this warms Vicky's heart, because she does that podcast afterwards, and you can tell she is beaming. She has waited for this. She's so happy to be back with her friend Tamra, because Tamra's on the show, and that is great. I'm so happy. I'm not a mean person. I just don't want to watch Vicky on the damn show with Tamra. I don't want to watch it.
A lot of people do. For you and for us, people are in the comments. They want Vicky back. A lot of people do not like this season of RHOC. I know. I mean, there are memes going around. We are watching the best season in Housewives history with Salt Lake, and we are watching the worst with RHOC. I don't know how people are equating that. If you've ever watched any seasons of the RHONJ reboot, honestly, we all should sue Bravo to get our money and our lives back. But a lot of people are very love Vicky. They want her back on the screen. They want the Tres Amigas back together. So, I mean, as much as we don't think it's working, I kind of question, is it working? And there's something about Vicky. She doesn't give up. It's like the Dorinda. I mean, when I went to BravoCon, 2.5 years ago, something like that. I mean, and even prior to that, Dorinda paid to go. So did Teddy. To go to BravoCon, ask questions
Dorinda, that's what
power of Bravo, and it worked for Dorinda. So as much as we say, oh, this is please, I mean, I don't know. Nothing shocks me now.
I agree with all that. And listen, let me be very honest. I really don't want to watch Teresa and Melissa be fake friends. I have to watch it, but when everyone says they will not watch, they say, I will listen to you and Sarah, period. I will not watch Jersey ever again with those two together. I feel like that, although I have to watch. I agree with you. I'm not really opposed to Vicky being on it with the Tres Amigas, but she just has to understand, don't be self-righteous. If you were going to try to produce a women empowerment show, and she keeps saying
nobody wants that,
right? She keeps saying I don't like Tamra on the show, and it's so dark, and I don't like I mean, if Vicky can just be light fun Vicky, the Tres Amigas. We can drink, not being a mean girl. I think Vicky is one of these like Teresa. Teresa is not. She might make up with Joe and Melissa. She ain't humbled for shit. She ain't humbled for shit. She made up and now expects Bravo to come calling. It don't work like that, honey. Like Teresa's not changed or humbled at all. I feel Vicky is, she was such a mean girl to so many people back in the day. It's her show or get off it. If Vicky can go back light and bright, and yeah, you are an OG and you're welcome, sure. But if you're going to be a mean girl and now it's you and Tamra against Emily and Gina and everybody, it's like you give Vicky an inch, I think she's going to take a mile. I see what you're saying. I'm more into watching the Tres Amigos. It's not like Teresa and Melissa. I can get behind it, but you've begged for this. Just appreciate it that. And I think she's going to go from zero to mean girl energy. I do. I feel it. I
Well,
apologize.
we will see how it all shapes out. I mean, it's very interesting that they're together all the
Very.
time now.
And
Hmm.
they said they think the fans are gonna. Yeah, I could see why people would get behind this. I don't know if I really want it, but listen, Sarah, you're wearing on me. You're getting me a little bit excited for the Tres Amigas back on there. I might give Vicky one
I'm
more
not.
chance.
I love RHOC as it is now, but what are you feeling about the reunions? Um,
I
you know,
agree with you. I thought it was
Tamara's
a
doing
great
it.
season.
I think it's phenomenal. I mean, I want everyone back. Katie Janela is sort of the only one. I kind of was like in her corner a little bit when the pylon was happening, but then the whole Gretchen stuff. I mean, I want Gretchen and Slade back. Are you anywhere different? I mean, do you think we're looking at a cash shakeup? Do you think Katie's out?
I'm so confused. Really, I'm very confused. I like part of me is like Slade wasn't there at the reunion. Is that a sign? Part of me is like
Hmm.
Katie, we had the whole season without you. We know what we can do without you. Why are you back at the reunion? Maybe that means she is back. It's this is an interesting one for me. This I am with you. If it were up to me, I would bring every single person back. I just feel and let's see what happens. I'm
I
not
think
really
Slade.
opposed to anyone on the cast. I mean, do I love Emily? Not really, but just I don't think there's I think there's enough meat there to just see what happens.
I mean, I think Slade is not there because they don't want it to get any more toxic. We know clearly Slade and Gretchen do not like Tamra, would love to see her go down. So I think if, I mean, I don't know though. It's so hard to say, but I think Gretchen is back, but I think we're minimizing Slade because I think we want another season of Tamra and
And you
Gretchen
don't want
fighting. Well, I think
any more trans
you,
hate. This hate just get Slade out of the picture. He's the one
I
that
think it would
stirs
go
it.
too dark, too low. I think it would be, and Slade comes with receipts too. Like Tamara's good, but Slade ain't new to this game. You're talking over a decade. And he was like a little bit of a Spencer Pratt, a little bit of a mastermind early on with reality TV. So if I think Slade is too much of a wild card against Tamara, and I think if they want to preserve, because look, I think at the end of this reunion, you're going to be very split, where people are going to believe Gretchen was set up and maybe it was a bot or it was very much like the whole Garcelle, Diana Jenkins, Rinna. Like, do we ever, it certainly looked like it was Diana Jenkins, but I don't think we ever got full proof, so it's hard to ever really say. You can speculate. And I think that's where we'll leave it with Gretchen. So it's not like I think we're going to leave it that she could be anti-gay, but we don't really know. So she's coming back. And I don't think they want to take the chance of bringing Slade there and then them being pushed for their Christian values and everything. I think if you just keep Slade on FaceTime, limited capacity, we can bring her back. Let's
I
see
agree.
next season unfolds.
Speaking of, I agree. Speaking of dark, I mean, we have just had the darkest. We're 9 seasons in, and I tell you guys, Get out of your Bravo bubble. Sarah has the number one Sister Wives podcast in the world. I mean, there's two things. There's a thing called Netflix and there's a thing called Hulu. I mean, the best reality shows are on Netflix, not Bravo. But speaking of dark, we just had the darkest season in 9 seasons of Selling Sunset.
Yeah.
Chrishell has quit. She really has quit. It's really over. Emma is not even with the guy anymore that caused all of this. I say bye bye, Chrishell. Don't let the fucking door hit you on the way out. I think Chrishell is at a dinner probably on Friday night. It's her, it's Carl Radke, it's Vicky Gunvalson. Who else is really self-righteous in this world? I see Chrishell sitting there. I see Carl Radke. I see Vicky Gunvalson. I hate self-righteous people. I like people that are just like, hi, I'm David Yontef, and I said everything wrong today. I am a total failure, and you can all hate me. Because guess what? If a unicorn comes out of my asshole, you're going to hate me anyway. I think Chrishell has gotten so fucking self-righteous. Bye-bye. But she really has quit. Emma's not even with the guy anymore. I mean, God forbid, listen, I stand with the gay community. I stand with the trans community. I stand with the non-binary community. Everything's a teaching moment, right? So, I mean, okay, Chrishell goes from 0 to 100 if you get G's pronouns wrong, which it's one thing if you understand and you're actually misusing them on purpose. That is actually hateful. Apparently, he used the N word, so Chelsea's not. This was so dark this season, but she has quit. She says she's vacillated back and forth with this decision. In the past, she has to be honest. Having come from nothing, it is really hard to turn down something. And that Adam DeVello, the producer, has been texting her 100 times a day. Even Jesus Christ himself couldn't convince her to return. She's gotten to a place where she doesn't need the show financially. First of all, aren't they supposed to be real brokers? I mean, right? Oh, Jesus. Sarah has something to say about that one. G Flip makes money. She's lucky to have many other forms of employment. And this job is no longer good for her mental health. So she's really quit, Chrishell. This dark, and it really was too dark for me this season. I did not enjoy Selling Sunset as much as I normally do. I think Selling the OC, it is back this week, like right now, today, I think yesterday. I'm so excited. I think Selling the OC is actually better. I will plug Ryan Serhant's Owning Manhattan, December 5th. It is the best. You don't like Ryan Serhant? Excuse me.
Who cares?
Sarah.
Nobody's buying real estate right now in New York. So I can't wait to see what they're going to try to. Everybody's fleeing. Like, I mean, please.
I am a broker and I just closed a deal in Sag Harbor. Okay.
In the Hamptons. Nobody's selling anything. Yeah, they're selling places in New York for a fraction of the cost. What's he going to do? Deep discount?
Honey, the show is already filmed, first of all. It is if you have missed season 1 of Owning Manhattan, guys, watch it. It's
terrible.
I loved every minute of it. Are you kidding me? I loved Trisha Lee.
Stupid.
Jade Schenker? Excuse me?
It's lazy, lazy, lazy. It's as lazy as Special Forces. It's the same crap you've seen over and over and
It's
over.
World of Wonder. That's the production, very good production company. Anyway, Chrishell really has left the building. It's now you have Mary doing interviews where Mary says, like, yeah, I agree. It's really, she said, Jason is disgusted. Listen, it's hard when you have a real business. Like, Jason is disgusted. This is actually spilling over into like their real life. Yeah. Shocker. A real person that wants to sell a $20 million house does not want to be represented by someone that's this drama on TV. Jason's pissed. It's affecting the real business. And Mary said she herself.
Real estate is down in every state. It's down in every state, Jason. Jason knows this. So it's like, it's convenient to blame it on the show. But please, it's down in every single state. The real whales that Jason Oppenheimer and his brother have. And by the way, isn't his brother off the show?
No, he's still on the show. Please do not speak that way about Brett.
Okay, well, Brett is probably handling the clients who are like, dude, I don't want to be on TV. Most of these homes are staged homes where they call up friends. They're like, look, we know you're rich. Let's pretend that we're going to list your house. And the house never lists. But we get to go see it.
They called you? They did in $1 million listing back in the day. I know Frederick, the broker. Not
Oh, I
so
love
sure.
him.
And he called me and said, I need you to do me a huge favor. Come into this showroom. It's like, when it's new
There you go.
construction, like I think LA is probably the same. Like when it's new construction in New York, you can't even get up. You go up and like afraid of, honey, I've worn so many hats, gone up. You see, I love to buy and sell real estate. It really is my hobby. But you go to like the showroom and you look at like here, you're now in the kitchen. Now, is the kitchen going to look just like this? Well, that's where we get lawsuits and misrepresentation. But it was a brand new thing, and it was a showroom. And Frederick's like, I need you to come through here today, do me a huge solid, and pretend that you're going to buy this $10 million apartment. I had to go film and be like, oh, I love this kid. Really, I wasn't buying this fucking apartment.
There
I
you go.
swear, this is real. So to your point, they
It's
do.
just fine for Jason Oppenheimer. And Jason Oppenheimer does a ton of podcasts talking about LA real estate.
Oppenheim.
Oppenheim, whatever.
He's
Oppenheimer.
very upset
Sorry
at
that
you.
he invented the atom, the atomic bomb. Whatever. Oppenheimer, bombs, no bombs, whatever. Anyway, Hoppy Jason, it's another Jason. Jason Oppenheim does a ton of podcasts talking about, and he hates the new tax in Los Angeles, over 5 million. That's impacted a ton of. So give me a break. You're telling me the show. I mean, please. The show is the greatest marketing catalyst. Nobody knew who you were prior. So please, I don't believe it for 1 second. I didn't follow Sunset. I've given up on that show. I found it awful years ago. Once Christine Quinn left, it was not very good for me. And but I see what you're saying. It doesn't seem like anyone is that upset about Chrishell. I think a lot of people agree with you. I would say 60-40 in favor of her gone. Like they're done. The pronoun thing is so.
And don't get me wrong, I am very clear that I do not, this guy that Emma dated, I mean, he's has pretty problematic with the N-word things and pronouns. So I'm not in favor of any of that. I just think sometimes people slip up, and having nothing to do with this, Chrishell is like, I mean, God forbid you say anything for a minute about G. She goes psychotic. Girl, bye.
I think
You're like the
most
biggest
people
mean
don't
girl of
understand
all.
that. Yeah, I think most people don't understand that. To your point, if you're doing it maliciously, and always, like if someone says to me they're a they, them, or of course, like I'm happy to honor whatever, but you can't assume that people don't know that, Now,
I
again,
think it's very
I've heard the same
easy
thing. He's
to
awful.
understand it if you just listen for 2 minutes. But well, let's not get into that right now. Um, it was a dark season. I did not like it, and I'm kind of overselling Sunset, and selling the OC is just so good. Mind you, we have Tyler Stanaland, who's actually engaged in real life now. He dated Brittany Snow. He was married to her. The guys are hot there. I love a mixed office. I like having the guys. It's all about selling the OC for me and owning Manhattan. I'm very shocked that you didn't like Ryan's show. I'm very shocked. Central Park Tower, darling. She.
All
Anything
right.
else? Do we? Yeah, I
No,
guess
loving
that's
you and leaving you. We have to do a whole prediction for BravoCon episode next.
a whole prediction. And I got something to say about more dark stuff tomorrow.
Oh,
You
okay.
know what we haven't talked about?
What? Who?
Well, we haven't talked about, I want to talk about Joe Gorga tomorrow, the little shady business.
Oh,
And we've buried the lead. We had to get through. We haven't talked about the actual death threats that Miss Judge has received.
I'm actually on Tamra's side. It's
Oh
disgusting.
God, I have a lot to say about this. Yeah, no, very upset. Yeah, this is not okay. So we got to talk about that. And yes, we have to talk about BravoCon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Tomorrow.